Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nicola and I'm a mum of two and I make videos about all things lifestyle, motherhood, vlogs and hauls and cleaning videos and things like that. If you like that sort of thing, I would love it if you would subscribe, and you can do that by clicking the button just down here. And if you click the bell next to it, it will notify you every time I upload a video. So today, I'm going to do something a bit different. First and foremost, my kitchen needs cleaning. It's an absolute state, but that's not actually what I'm planning to do, although I will do a bit of that first. So I will just show you what it looks like right now. It's a pigsty. So it's a Saturday, we have just had breakfast, hence all the cooking stuff. There's washing up that needs to be done, table's got stuff all over it, I've got washing over here that needs doing. So yeah, I'm going to do all of that, but that's not the main purpose of the video. So what I want to do, and I've been thinking about doing this for a while, so we have these drawers here which I've kind of tried to sort by putting little baskets and things in. It's fairly organised, I know where everything is. And then we've got drawers here which have like cooking stuff in, and here which have like spices and some vegetables, and then down here we've got all our Tupperware, and I think this one is cake baking stuff, and that one's snacks. And what I want to do, we've also got, so I'll show you what else we've got. So I've also got this larder cupboard here, and we keep lots of food and things in there. And a lot of the time I can't actually see what I've got, especially up here with tins and things. I end up buying stuff because I can't see, or I don't bother looking to see what's up there. And it's not very visible. So I have also got on this side of the kitchen our cupboard. So this is sort of where we keep plates and bowls and crockery, and picnic stuff is all up there, and all my sort of big like slow cooker and food mixer and iron and everything is on here. And then down here we just keep like food and bits and pieces and things like that. So what I thought I would do is move our, let me just turn you around a second. So what I thought I would do is move the plates and bowls and crockery and everything into the drawers that are over there. I thought I would move the spices and things like that into the larder cupboard, and possibly some of the baking things, and then all the food that's currently in the larder cupboard put into this cupboard, so that it's all nice, it's all shelved out. I might have to buy some sort of baskets and bits and pieces like that as well to, you know, make it look nice, and it can be a proper larder. And at the moment it's, well, it's kind of wasted space. It's not, I mean, it's obviously not wasted because it's using stuff, but there's stuff in it, but I think it could be used better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take everything out. I'll put it all on the table, so it's going to look worse before it gets better. I'm going to get everything out and then reorganise and put everything back, and I'll have to clean probably the drawers and things before I put it all back. But that's the plan for today. But first, I need to deal with all of this washing up. So I'm going to do that first. Okay, so we're looking a bit better and in a position to begin the sort out. So I'll just show you what it looks like now. A lot better. Obviously that all needs putting away, but there's no point putting it away because it's going to move. So two different cupboards and things. So I'm going to leave it there for now, but yeah, that looks a lot better. Dinner is on for tonight and washing is on. So I am now, I think, just going to empty these these drawers here, and empty them all out, and probably the larder cupboard behind me, and stick it all on the table, and then I can clean out those drawers and make them ready so I can just transfer all the crockery from the big cupboard into them. That's the plan anyway, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do now.
Right off the bat I knew I loved you. You had that sparkle in your eyes, some kind of shimmer in your presence, unlike no other I had met. You got me spinning out of context, not really sure what I should do. This is the reason I am leaving. Can't live with or without you. Oh, won't you sing to me? There ain't no
Okay, this is the point at which you wonder why you started, because it looks horrendous, but it's going to be so much better when it's finished. I've had loads of other ideas about emptying other cupboards, and I mean, for example, on one of these shelves here I had cooking sauces, spreads like peanut butter and jam and Marmite, cereal, like all mixed up together, and no one needs to live like that, so I am going to spread those out in different places. I've got cupboards with bread in that need to be changed anyway. I'm going to clean these drawers and this unit now, and get that ready for putting the plates and things in, and then I can start distributing everything else. And there's a lot of stuff here that's going to need to be thrown away because it will be out of date. I'll just give you a little quick peek of what my kitchen looks like right now. Okay, so this is what came out of the larder cupboard, and the cupboard, the drawer down here which had snacks in, that's all there. So yeah, all of this, all of this, all of this, and then the table is covered in all my spices and baking ingredients and all that stuff. So I'm just going to start cleaning these cupboards, these drawers now, and then I'll start redistributing everything, and maybe it'll start looking a little better than this.
We grew apart more every day. When times get rough, I try to tell you we need to fight in every way. No hugs, no kisses could protect us from what the future had in store. Love is a flicker in the distance. Oh, you try to grab it and it's gone. Won't you sing to me? There ain't no other way but to sing to me. Simple as I say.
Okay, so the cupboards, the drawers are all clean, and I have moved all the crockery, so they now look like that. Whoops, excuse that. So they now look like that. So much better, you can see everything, and that's so this is our picnicky stuff and just random bowls and things like that. I've kept our Tupperware down there because it's kind of a useful place for that to be. Down here is all our serving dishes and things, and then in here are all the things we use most regularly with regards to appliances. So NutriBullet as a gravy boat thing, a chopper and hand mixer, and then these are just my Christmas chargers and Halloween things and stuff, but they're best in there. So this one is all clean but empty at the moment, and then this cupboard is now all empty too. I have just moved, so up here, things that we don't use very often. The iron I do use often, but it's nice and easy to get to there anyway. Food mixer, a soup maker, and crock pot, which I do use in the winter but certainly not at the moment, so that can stay up there. So now I've got all of this space, 3 shelves there and the floor to put stuff. I do keep my parts of my Hoover in here, and I think I might continue to keep that there. We do have a utility room, but there's not a lot of cupboard space in there, and certainly not long cupboard space, so I think I'll see how all this looks once it's in there. And yeah, we've got like the ironing board on the back of the door, but I want to keep that there, but that doesn't matter, it's not affecting the food. So right, so now I'm going to start on all of this and yeah, decide which things I want to go in which cupboard. That's the hardest part, is thinking like where best to put each of the things, which things to go in the tall larder cupboard there, which things to go in here. Not sure. I'm just going to probably move about, put things in, take them out, put things in, take them out. But we'll get started and see where it all ends up. Okay, so things are starting to take shape. I was going to do a time lapse of me doing this, but there've been people in and out of the kitchen and in my way, so I had to just get on with it. But I will show you how it looks at the moment. Well, this is all still here, so there is an awful lot more still to do, but this is what the cupboard looks like at the moment. So I can actually see everything is so much better. So this is all sort of cooking sauces, and like that's my lazy garlic and ginger. This is all like packets of rice and pasta sauce, just packet meals and stuff, and my Diet Coke. And then all our tins are here. I've got rice and pasta all up here, and cereals are all going to go here. I've emptied out the old cereal because it had been in there for, well, I don't know how long, probably since we moved here, because hardly anyone eats cereal. Anyway, Andrew decided he's going to start eating cereal again, but I thought better get some fresh. So we bought some fresh cereal, and I've chucked away everything that was in the jars, and we're going to wash those. Well, I'm going to wash those in a moment, and then start putting all this stuff and probably into the larder unit here, I think. So yeah, I'll carry on and show you what it looks like in a moment. So I've just washed all of the jars and things, so they're drying. I like to let them air dry because then they are proper dry, because if you're putting food in and they're a bit damp, that's going to ruin the food. So, and before now I've never labelled the jars. They've always just had stuff in. I've had to guess what's inside. Bit stupid, but there we go. And I've got these little stickers which I've had for years, and I've got a chalk pen, so I'm going to write the labels, so once I've filled up the jars I can stick these on, so we will always know what is inside. And if you use a chalk pen, then obviously you can wipe it off if you change what's inside.
From my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on, all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to.
And there we are. This cupboard is now finished. I'm so chuffed. Everything looks so smart. So I think, I'm not sure about down here. So I've got this little basket which is full of crisps and bits. Yeah, crisps. And so I can put my broom and my bits for my hoover and my clothes airer back in here, which I wasn't sure if I could, but I can. And yeah, all this now looks great. So now I've just got to do the larder cupboard with all of this, which is still here. Oh, I've got these onions and potatoes. I think they better go in here as well. I'll find a place for those. It is now a few hours later. Worst thing about starting a project like this is that you start noticing everything else that needs doing, and cupboards that need cleaning and all sorts, like fronts of cupboards and things. Anyway, I haven't done everything, and I now have a long list of things I now need to do. However, I'm really pleased with the way the drawers and the cupboards now look, and I'll show you what it all looks like. So, look, yay, it's all clear and free from clutter. So, we have bowls and like seasonal plates and things like that. Tupperware's still in there. As you saw before, we've got all our plates and bowls in there and serving dishes in there. That one is the same, and then picnicky stuff and utensils and appliances in there. Up here, so in here, I didn't show you this at the beginning, but in here all our bread was kept, and then there was just loads of old bowls and stuff here, and first aid kit has always been up there, so I've just labelled that and put some stuff away. And then this is cake cases, and there's loaf tin liners, and these are all our cookie cutters and things, and some more cake cases there. And then I've got all of our spreads and jams and things in there. This cupboard, I think, yeah, is the same, so that's just my recipe books, and I've got like 4 empty jars here, so I'll do something with them at some point. This one did have just snacks and rice and things in here, random cupboard, so now it's just got all our snacky crisps up there. It's got the children's lunchbox things in there, so we've got sort of healthier treats in that one and chocolate in that one, and then bread and bagels and all sorts of stuff in there, which makes sense because it's just above the toaster. There was method to my madness. Then the long cupboard looks so different. It's very empty actually. I think I need to get some different baskets. These ones are really a little bit too, they're either too big or too small, so they don't fit. There's lots of wasted space here and you can't fit 2 in, and you can't put them the other way either. This has just got some more cakey bits in there. This is a better size. It fits in quite nicely, so that's all my spices. I had to throw away a lot that were out of date. Our kitchen scales are there. We've just got flour and sugar and cocoa powder and things, and then there's just a few random bits. There's some oats for cooking down there and bits and pieces. And then you saw this cupboard before, but it's now, everything is in here, all done. So as you saw before, so I've actually just stacked the jars here to make a bit more room. This is like a, it's like a bread basket basically, so I've just put that there, and it's got my porridge oats there. All of this you saw, and then I've just added onions in here. I like to keep the onions and the potatoes in the dark. I know you're not supposed to keep them together because the onions make the potatoes go off, but I've always kept them in a drawer together. And now I've got them in this cupboard but separate, so hopefully they won't affect the potatoes. But the onions are there, and then my potatoes are down here on the floor, and then just my cleany bits there. And that's everything. So I'm so happy with the way it turned out, and yeah, now I've just got to finish and clean all the cupboards and everything, but I'm not doing that today. I've had enough. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye.